Oh, there goes a cat going 90 miles an hour through the house.
Here we go. We got a black cat running around the yard out there, and I took him a can of chicken out there earlier today. And what was it? One day last week, me and the wife. Well, I cooked barbecue pork chops, and I was going to take the bones out to the edge of the woods, and right there laid a damn gray fox.
Oh.
Yeah, but the bad thing about it is he showed his teeth at me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they kind of do, because they almost like smile at you.
Okay. Well, see, I come back in the house and I picked up something and went back out there, and he wasn't out there at all.
Oh, okay. I mean, I wouldn't try, stick my hand to a fox or anything.
No, hell no.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
I may be that real long mouth and they kind of look like they're smiling at you if they're head up like that.
Yep. Well, now I stood there for a minute or two with my light on it, because I didn't know what he was going to do. If he was going to come after me, I was going to play football. I was going to drop kick that sucker if I could. But like I said, I come back in the house, I picked up something and walked back out there, and he was gone. And I looked for the damn thing, I know, for about 20 minutes.
Have you ever seen a albino one, a pure white one?
No, not a fox.
I have a deer.
Yeah. Now, I've seen 2 or 3 albino deers in my life.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing about it is, if you're lucky enough to catch an albino deer and see one, its hooves is like glass. You can just about see through it.
Yeah.
Hey,
we got Professor Falcon in here. Good to see you. Robert Bates, What Life, Cindy Squirrel.
Hello, lady.
Cindy? We got Lake. I think I seen Dig Deeper in here too.
Dig Deeper. We eating cake tonight.
Hey Jake, how's it going?
Punch bowl cake.
Yeah, if you guys want a good prepping channel, there's a good prepping channel for you.
I've not seen him in a while. He must be real busy.
Oh, he's always busy. We got Snooky here. She's here in the channel. I mean, Jersey Shore prepper. Sorry,
I was going to ask you, was her real nickname Snooky?
I really don't know. We got Rose Young.
Hello, Miss Susie D.
Pat Evans. Chicken Noodle Girl. We got Susie. Hey, Susie. How's it going? Autumn Leaf. I think that's about it, isn't it? I probably missed. We have somebody who is this?
Bubble Bibble. And we also got Kim Stanley.
Oh, yeah. Sandy's also here. Good to see you.
Hey, wait a minute. Sandy, is that from the famous movie?
I don't know.
I can't think of the name of the movie now. Grease.
Also, say a prayer for a speedy recovery for Professor Falcon. I noticed earlier that he had an operation or a procedure. I don't know what they call it nowadays, but
Professor Falcon, I got a little Indian in me, and I'll be the first one to say, that's all I know. But the way I've been told to harvest an albino deer is bad luck. You know.
Yeah. And that's the thing. There are, albinos of most creatures, and that they say that those pelts are worth more, but there's a lot of people that won't touch them. Now, if it's a trapper and they have the traps and you have no control over who gets in a trap, they'll sell the trap, or they'll sell the fur that for that, but they won't go out and try to hunt for albino critters.
Right. Now, I run across a couple of hunters said that they've seen an albino and they pulled it up in a scope just to look at it. But as far as to pull the trigger on one, they would not do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fox that I seen, oh man, that thing was beautiful. It looked like it was like from a fairy tale or something. The fur, I mean, it was as white as the
white as the cat, huh?
Yeah. I've known people that had foxes as pets, and they're the cutest little things.
But it's a wild animal.
There's a fine line in keeping those wild critters if they're because there's always a chance. And I've known people that had wolves as pets, and there's that little side of them that it's wild, and it's kind of like untamed, and I don't know. I think some things, and I don't think that unless the person was very mean to the wolf or whatever, would never turn if they were treated nicely. But it's the other people that you would have to worry about.
Yeah. Well, now I've also seen people who had raccoons as pets.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I don't think I could have a raccoon in my house because they are extremely destructive.
Oh yeah. Them little hands are very mischief.
But would you believe that a raccoon is the most cleanest animal? When they eat their food, they wash it right before they eat it every time.
Yeah, I know a lot of farmers that despise a raccoon because that's one of the worst predators is a raccoon for a chickens or anything poultry like ducks or anything like that. A raccoon will take out a herd of, or not a herd, but a
nest of chickens.
Yeah, a nest of birds really quick. Well, and there's no sink in a trash can.
Well, hey, look, I'm just telling you, if you put them in their element, or is that a beaver I'm thinking about? Maybe a beaver. Hell, it's one of them.
Yeah, we won't talk about how somebody figured out how one end of it tastes like vanilla.
There we go with the food.
But what I wanted to talk about is the weather, and a lot of talk. Even some of the old timers are saying, I haven't seen strange weather patterns like this since 77.
Yeah, 77.
And then they say I haven't seen it since, you know, whatever the last one, it was 40 something. And that's saying a lot if somebody remembers back then. Hey,
Well, now,
Debbie,
they
thank you
had
for
one.
being a member for 7 months. I appreciate it.
Now, they had a strange weather pattern in the 90s. I want to say 98, and I may be wrong with that year. But that's where we rounded the curve, and there was a woman stuck in the ditch, her back of her car. And I looked up and stopped the car, and I done my flashers, you know, and as I was walking down there to her, well, I busted my ass and I slid all the way down there to her. I pushed her out of the ditch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that was, matter of fact, I think that was the worst one that me and the wife has
For
seen.
ice, you mean?
Ice and snow.
Yeah.
Well, now that we lived kind of like out in the country, and this was in a spot where the sun didn't hit the roads. Okay. And it kind of, if you didn't know the road, it would slip up on you real fast, and it'd be too late. But I mean, you know, like that. But we're due for another one. We really are.
Oh, yeah. We've been past due.
Yeah.
There's been even here, which if you live on a hill to where your incline is going up a little bit and you're on, you know, in the city or something. Well, you've seen videos where the people will walk out to their cars and slide down the road.
Yeah.
That's the way it was here. We'd have the plow truck go up, and they don't use the plow; they just spread the sand. And I'm sure it has some salt in there too, but it's mainly sand. And he'll be going up there, and it'll be going out like this and spraying back and forth.
Yeah. And
they'll come back through again and put salt on top of that, because I think, and I'm not an expert of how they do the roads or anything, but I think the purpose of that is so the salt sets on top of that sand instead of hitting the ice and then melting and making it worse, you know, because it makes it more slickery. That's just my thinking. I don't know if it's true or not, but like I said, it was so bad that you see people sliding down the road.
Well, now, come wintertime, if we got snow on the ground, on the roads or something like that, first thing I'll do, I'll either go buy me a bag of salt or a bag of kitty litter. Believe it or not, kitty litter works about as good as salt.
Yeah, but salt might be cheaper nowadays.
Chances are you're right. You know.
Thank you, Lake, for 5 memberships. I appreciate it. It looks like Watt, Rose Young, Life with Bobby, Southern Lady, Phil R. all got a sponsorship.
Huh.
And I didn't get any notifications. That's weird.
Well, that's your notification right there. That's the way YouTube looks at it.
There, I'll do this.
New channel member. Thank you for your support.
There you go.
I'm not going to do that 5 times. So
just one time for all 5 of you. So feel proud.
Yeah.
chicken grit works well for roughness too. Okay.
Yeah.
But you see, I don't have chickens. And I will tell you this. I'll tell you what, this time next year, I'm going to have some chickens. If I can buy some.
I would love to. Yeah.
I'd love to have a couple of hogs, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, that
But
too.
we can't have none here in Chad-damn County.
That sucks.
Tell me about it. I mean, you can't even have two to raise. They won't. They outlawed it a few years ago. But I mean, now I've got a place big enough I can have one cow.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I've seen them, the miniature cows, and they put on a little bit of weight. I mean, everything's, smaller portions and everything, but
dude, after it gets processed and everything, I can sit down and eat one of them by myself.
I don't know. They're 200-300 pounds.
Like I said,
weighing weight.
You talking about after being processed?
Yeah, that's or they call it hanging weight.
Okay, off the hook.
Yeah.
Well, still that's better than nothing.
Oh yeah.
But let me do this right here. To get back to your thumbnail and everything about leather, let's suppose this right here. Let's suppose we get a snowstorm like we did 77, 78, where it was up to the roofs in some incidents.
Yeah.
There's going to be power outages. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, what are y'all going to do for heat? What are y'all going to do for food?
Food and water, mainly water.
Now,
because your temperature goes, your pipes will be one of the first things that you notice. Other than everybody's going to do it like this.
mm-hmm.
Imagine being stuck in your house for a month. No heat, no electricity for a month. I mean, I've got a generator, but I know dang well I don't have a month's worth of gas.
No. Well, now, it ain't just that. Being cooped up in the house for a month is one thing. Unless y'all are newlyweds, trust me, by the end of that month, y'all going to be screaming at one another. Are y'all ready for that? Because it's going to happen. The
hotel has room service. Yeah, but
if they got power.
And that's the thing, though. Unless you live at that hotel right now, you have to get there. And there was no getting anywhere in the really bad winter, 77, 70. I can't remember exactly which month, both of them were bad, but one was worse than the other.
Well, it started in 77, but you know how winter is. It's like that. And I think that's how they done it. It started in 77, and I think in March of 78 is when everything started melting.
Well, all I remember is having to bust through the roof of a shanty, which was basically a log cabin.
Yeah.
And because it had kind of a living room, a bedroom, and a kitchen. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And coal stove in the middle. And we woke up to, the fumes from the coal stove. And my grandpa opened the window and seen white. And he said some choice words and said, "We got to get out of here." And opened the door, which, if you were in the woods, in the country, your doors don't open this way, toward inside your house.
They open outwards.
Because of bears. Bears will push your door open. So when to go in a house, you always had to open outward.
Hello, Prepping 101.
So he said the only thing we can do is you have to go through the roof. And I'm like, how are we going to get through the roof? And he already knew where the weak spot was, and he told me to go down, and he lifted me up into the Raptors area, and he said, just use your back. And he said, it's going to be heavy because there's going to be a lot of snow up there. He said, just keep banging at it until it pops loose and you can squeeze through. And he says, I'm going to be banging on this door, and you hear where I'm coming from, where I'm at. Because once you get in the snow, you only have very few minutes before you start freezing. And he says, there's no way I'm good. And he was 70s and 80s or something like this. And he says, there's no way I'm getting up in them Raptors and fitting out them little holes. And that's what I did. As soon as I fell in, I was up in probably 6 feet of snow, but I probably fell in maybe 2 feet. So I actually had to kind of crawl on top of the snow until I found where the front of the house was, and then dig down in until I could clear enough area to where he could push the door out. And the reason why that is because if you have a wood stove or a coal stove or whatever, if the top of your house is airtight, you don't get pull from the chimney or the pipe, the slue. So the house will actually start filling up with snow, or not snow, but smoke. And then you won't get any fired out, all because you can't start a fire in that.
Well,
So that's why we had to go out, and then once he got out, he started clearing around the house and the windows and everything so we could get a draft through the house.
Yeah. Well, now Phil R. has stated we have a wood burning fireplace with lots of wood. Well, it's also like this here. Unless you've got a pathway to your wood pile, what good is it going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And I hate to say it on account of termites and snakes and so forth like that. But I've got wood sitting on my front porch, just for that. And still, I was gifted all the wood that I could use, but I have yet to go get it. I just got to go get it. There is a place I've got in mind where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to be in the same neighborhood as Phil R. is,
Yeah.
like that right there. And there is more heart attacks that go on during the wintertime, people shoveling snow and so forth like that.
Mm-hmm.
So for the people who is, let's say, in bad health, like myself, you got to be careful.
It's not even that. It's the fact that your core is extra hot, and your ends of your limbs and stuff are so cold.
Yeah.
It puts a stress on the heart, and that's why I'm sure there's a better term for it or whatever, but that's what I always been told is, and you don't realize it because the core part of your body is so hot because you're out there shoveling, and then it mixes with that cold. Your pressure goes up and the whole 9 yards.
Hello, Buster Dillon. But
And that's the thing. How many people know what their property looks like with 6 feet of snow? And where could you find said wood if it's 6 feet under the ground? You know.
yep.
How do you know where your shovel is?
Well, see, I got a shed out there. It's got a bunch of junk in it, about like your garage. I'll put it like that. But I got to get out there and I got to clean it out, because what good is a truckload of wood when you cannot unload it? And if you cannot unload it, how you gonna put the trash on the back of your truck to take it off? And I will not double work if I can get out of it. I hate that shit with a passion. You know.
Yeah, I see that a lot. You'll see somebody where they'll take the wood out of their truck and throw it into a pile.
Yeah.
And then they'll take from the pile and stack it. I'm like, you realize you're doing that twice.
I hate that. I mean, well, I reckon being young.
They say wood heats twice.
Yeah, it does.
It's when you
Working
when
it.
you work it, you know, chop it and whatnot, and then when you use it for your stove. Thanks, What Life, for the 5 gifts again, 5 gift memberships. I appreciate it. Let me see.
Okay, you got Harvest Merry Moon,
Yeah.
Ginger Ninja.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I can't do that one.
Equine.
Homestead. Chicken Noodle. Well, he did it again. Thank y'all. Wait a minute. You're supposed to be the one thanking them.
Oh, he did it again?
Yeah. Twice.
It only shows up once here for me.
You know, I'm going to have to get me one of these here things.
Oh, well, here, let me do this.
New channel member. Thank you for your support.
There we go.
There you go.
Now see, if StreamYard was smart, I could do some coding for them to where anybody did that, it would automatically send it to StreamYard, and StreamYard could have that set up like that.
Oh, B. Chalman, is that the abbreviation for Alaska? AK? Well, now I do know that Alaska is having record-breaking snowfalls already up there, but I cannot tell you where at. I don't know if it's Lake Juneau. I don't know if it's in Juneau or where it's at. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people get it mixed. They think that's Arkansas, which there's an R in there for Arkansas one.
Thank you, Rob. And the only reason I guessed it is because I've been watching the news a little bit. They've been talking about Alaska.
And I mean, who do you think would be more prepared people in Alaska or people in Texas for a major snow blizzard, like 6 feet of snow.
Do you really want to go there with my guess on that? Leave it alone.
We've already witnessed who is more prepared. Sorry, Texans.
Well, now I'm beginning to wonder about Alaska. Think about it. 20 years ago, or hell no, it's longer than that. What, about 40, 50 years ago? When we got hit hard, now I'll admit, I was what, 16, 17 years old. I just got my license. I love that shit. Trust me. But I had no idea what to do. But Daddy, he knew what to do. And we had food. The only reason we stayed at motels is because the two youngins, he didn't want them to go through what he went through when he was coming up.
Oh,
and
yeah. New Yorkers are used to it. Especially in Buffalo area. Oh,
dude, let me tell you.
You have to be a special kind of person to live in that Buffalo area. Ugh.
Here where I'm at in North Kakalaki, North Carolina there, for y'all who don't catch on. When they call for a snow, it could be a dusting, it could be up to 1/2 inch. The grocery stores are jammed packed. They got a shortage on milk, eggs, bread. I don't understand it. Okay, you should have this shit.
Yeah, it's normal though. It's always that way. Whenever they say, "Well, we got a bad storm, it's going to be bad," that grocery store is packed full of people hurrying up and getting stuff.
Well, powdered milk. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate that shit when it comes to cereal.
Milk sandwiches.
Ginger Ninja, yeah, I've done that. I hate that. Or, cereal with water in it. I've ate that.
Yeah.
You just need to prepare. Canned milk, that tastes pretty decent in cereal. You can make milk gravy, or make biscuits. Jesus Christ. I can't make biscuits, with the lard and like that. But you give me a flour mix, I'll add milk, buttermilk to it. I make some of the best damn biscuits you'll eat.
Yeah, Dixie can always make you mustard and raw onion sandwich too.
If it got that bad, I probably would eat it, but I doubt it, dude. Let's see, Holmes Mary Moon, a can of milk and a can of water mixed together. Yeah. That makes some good gravy. Yeah. I've done it. But
Robert Bates, I've been in the snow. Trust me, I've been from Loveland, Colorado, snow to Boise, Idaho, South Dakota. Nemo, South Dakota, where I was bad, and I actually had to shovel snow there. And yeah, I've been in snow.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here. If it gets that bad to where you have to break into your stockpile, all right. When the road's clear and you get a little bit of money and everything, and I'm going to use this as an example. Let's say you open up a jar of stew beef, all right? Replace it with 2 jars instead of 1, or more, all I know if you pressure canning, you got to go either 7 or more, but only as a Southern thing.
Hey, grape jams.
Hello, lady. How you doing? I've got a request for Bunky later on tonight. I'll get on your show and type it in. But anyway, if you go through a half a case of water, replace it with a case and a half. Always double up.
Well, the thing is,
Money.
things have been bad. It's so expensive. I've been in my preps.
Oh, I have too.
At least a year now.
Well, me and the wife, I really don't want to say this, but me and the wife went through hours just to see what we had and everything. And after that, and I finally chunked some bad stuff out. But for the two of us, I don't think we have enough for 2 months, really, if it's straight up like that.
Yeah.
Now, I've got, even though I'm on a fixed income, I've got to do something plain and simple.
You got a lot of furry things in them trees out there.
She won't eat them. She won't eat them. Me, I'll tear it up. No problem.
Oh yeah.
And no, we're not
squirrel gravy over biscuits
in a heartbeat.
Ooh.
Hell, that's better. I don't know. Sausage gravy and squirrel gravy. I don't think I'd turn my hand over to either one of them. They're good.
Professor Falcon, that sounds great, but the price of that stuff right now is crazy. Oh man.
Well, now I went. Where did we get that cans of tomato at? What was the name of that?
Liquidation store.
Well, anyway, I got a number 10 can of tomatoes, which was $2 a can. I bought a whole damn case of it. All right. And what I done is when the date started running out on them, I canned them. All right. It takes 2 number 10 cans of quart jars to fill up a pressure canner. Hey, I've got tomatoes for chili beans. I've got tomatoes probably to make tomato ketchup with, and so forth. And I still got another can out there.
Yeah, I actually once a month I go through and look at the clearance ones.
Yeah,
because I do pick up some here and there, but it's getting slim trying to get a lot of those deals.
Well, now answer this right here. Have you really truly broke down and ate Augustin Farms products?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best, but you'll survive. I'll put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 or 3 different types in there right now, like that. And even Walmart carries like 24 hour or 2 days for one person, So I figure it like this: 1 day for 2 people.
Well, it depends what their stuff is just freeze dried.
Right.
The ready to eat meals, that's why
hang on, let me go get one.
I disagree of having those. If you're a young person, fine. If you're having to watch what you eat type of stuff, those meals are very bad. Just like MREs are really bad for you. they actually, because my son was stationed in Syria, and he ate MREs for 9 months, and they gave them supplements so that they could, go to the bathroom. It's because all the processed food, that all the processing stuff that's in that MRE was binding them up. It was not good. There.
Well, now I got this from Walmart for $40-some.
Oh yeah, I got. Yeah, I got. That's a breakfast thing. Yeah.
No, yeah, well, it's got a little bit of everything. It's
Yeah, breakfast, and it's got.
it's got 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
For 4 people. 5-meal variety. You got pancakes, you got your mac and cheese.
Yeah, I got this. I got four of the same things.
Yeah.
And
get,
but I only paid 20 for mine.
But now, when that really started coming out, I got to thinking, there's got to be a better way.
Oh yeah.
And somebody up on YouTube finally done it. They said, make your own. And if you got a vacuum sealer, hey, go in there, go buy you variety packs of oatmeal and so forth like that.
Well,
I hate to say it, but powdered potatoes.
That's the thing. That's why I'm trying to get people away from that. And that there's people that can eat that, and there's people that it's better if they can it in a jar, and then there's nothing else in that but the stuff that you put in there.
Exactly.
And that stuff's okay for emergency, like you're completely out of food and that's all you got left.
Exactly.
It's better than starving. But like me and you, we take stuff for high blood pressure. That stuff that's in that will raise our blood pressure.
Well, you got
all
to
the
do
sodium stuff that's in that.
You can't just dig in and eat like you normally would. You've got to eat less of it.
Yeah.
And look, as bad as I hate to say what I'm fixing to say, you got vegetarians out there, okay, that will not eat none of this on account of it's made with meat products, a lot of it. Okay. People like me and you, we can eat stuff like that. Vegetarians are people with health problems. You've got to sit there and figure out what you can eat, what you can store. Now, I'm getting up with health and nutrition. Here, I just got a caller because she's been sending me texts. But I'm going to sit down. Yeah, I'm going to shut up right now. Okay? I'm going to hush up. I've got something in the works. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that people can't eat that stuff. I'm just saying there are people that it's not healthy for them to eat.
No, it's not.
It'd be so much better if we could just, like not too long ago, you made too much taco soup.
Robert.
So you canned it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. If you can can that stuff up and then put it up instead of, tossing it out or something, then that's a meal you have right there. And you know what's in it.
Well, see, it ain't just that. I can mine up in half pints, or pint jars. Okay, that may be what I want at that point, but the wife may not want it. So she can go in there and open up another one and eat what she wants.
Yeah.
You know, now if you got a big family, I'd say throw the pint jars out the door, period.
Oh, yeah.
And can with quart jars.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just me and my wife here. You know, I know she don't like chili beans. Well, she likes chili beans and so forth like that, but not like I do. I can sit there and eat them probably every day till they run out. But
Who run out? Her or the beans?
probably her after I got through eating the beans.
You'll be out the door.
They would
You
definitely.
just spend the night out there in your tent.
They would definitely be some brown snow out there. But I mean, depending on your health, you've got to prepare for yourself. Don't get on YouTube and look at all the Canon stuff. I mean, hell, it's going to look good. Trust me, YouTube can make anything look good.
Mm-hmm.
But it just comes down to what your health says. Now, me, myself, I'll be the first one to admit, you know, I'm type 2. Half the stuff I've got, I've bought. Really, I can't eat it. Not every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, when it comes right down to it, and that's all you got to survive, guess what happened?
And I think there probably wouldn't be a bad idea to make it to where you can actually ration some of that out to where it won't be so bad on your system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the pancakes. Believe it or not, pancakes they're really good, but they're not real good for you. And there are people that, you know, that can't have gluten and stuff. There's so much stuff.
All right, let me point this out, and I'm looking at it right now. And that little package that I got, 1 pouch buttermilk pancakes, sodium 25%. Damn, that's a lot of salt. And I'm not supposed to have salt.
Yeah.
And
you don't realize it until the doctor says, hey, you got to cut your sodium out and all this stuff. And then you start reading the box and like, why is there that much salt in a pancake?
Well, you look at it like this. Okay. Now, I'm not supposed to have sugar either.
Yeah.
Let's don't even go there with that one. All right. Okay. Vitamin D, 0. Calcium, 8%. Iron, 15%. Potassium, 2%. And sugars, 8%. Your daily fibers, 4%. What's really good for you, it's either at 0 or it's low numbers. Now, what's bad for you, your sodium and your sugars, that's high up there. Now, you sit down, you make your own pancake mix. And yes, you can do that. You can add as much sugar. Now, it just makes it taste better. Okay, I'm sorry, it does. It makes it taste a little bit better. And you put a little bit of salt in there. Not much now, but a little bit.
Well,
and,
if you have sourdough, you can cut out a lot of that stuff by mixing the sourdough, making your pancakes out of that.
Now, I've never made pancakes out of sourdough. But then again, there's a lot of this stuff I've not even heard of. Just like Bushcraft said, do it with sourdough. You know, I've not even thought about it. but I'm going old school. I'm going flour, sugar, salt, milk, and egg. And you mix it together. And there's your pancake mix. You just got to know how much of each to use. I think my recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of sugar. Break it down. Go 1 tablespoon, half it.
Yeah. Table?
Yeah, it says tablespoon.
Oh.
You know,
you could probably mix stuff and their substitute, like you can use honey, which is fine.
okay.
Um,
How about that?
which
But you see,
honey's very expensive.
Mhm.
well, see, look, I'm not picking on one certain group here. All right, so
Yeah.
let me get that out of the way. But vegetarians and health nuts, yeah, I said it.
Yeah, and I get a kick out of that. They'll eat honey. Well, they'll drizzle honey over everything, but I know it doesn't actually. It still comes from an insect, but
Yeah,
their whole idea is they don't want to hurt insects or anything. And I'm like, wait, and they're on a cell phone complaining about it. So
damn, we got right into this food shit, didn't we?
yeah, well,
I can think of one.
pancake fingers.
Yeah, put a little bit of bacon in there with them pancake fingers. Damn, that's good. I've done that. Get a piece of bacon,
Yeah.
fry it to where it's about halfway done, and pour pancake mix along with it, and fry it up. Man,
On a side note, who has been getting spam calls? Like
I
I've
have.
got like 60 today.
We give them all the time.
It has been crazy today for some reason. Is it the
They-
holidays or something? It's been going nuts.
Well, it seems like this. Okay, now this is me. I'll get a spam call, and every once in a while, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I like messing with them.
Oh, I do too. But
you can't even do that nowadays because it's a dang computer.
now the
like-
ones I talk to are real humans.
Yeah, but the ones I answer are like, okay, hello.
If they've got
How are you?
if
And-
they've got an accent from overseas, I hang up on their ass.
Oh, they're the best ones.
99% of them. Okay.
Those are the best ones.
Oh, they are. But yeah, my daddy used to mess with them real
Oh,
bad.
Lord.
You'd sit here and laugh at him. And they would get so damn pissed off, they would hang up on him.
And that one that called Mom, she was out hunting for food.
Yeah, she was out hunting rabbits, and he asked Daddy when was she be back, and Daddy said, when she catches a damn rabbit. But I don't know how they done it. Okay.
Oh yeah, so do I. Block them all.
Oh, I tried to. But
Whenever I transferred my phone over to this phone, it took longer to
yeah.
it took longer to move over the block numbers than it did anything else on the phone. It was going for like ever, and I was like, and I have a spam caller calling right now.
Well, now, Mama, I don't know how she done it, but she damn sure did it. She swindled a swindler. She got enough money from them to pay off all of her bills. She opened up a checking account, had them to send the money to that checking account. When she cashed it, she closed it out. And, you know, but yeah, All I got to say is never, ever give out your social security number. Never
Oh,
give
no.
out your routing number to your bank, and never give out your debit card number.
Yeah.
You
None
know,
of that.
no.
They'll call me and say, "Oh, we hear this and that," and say, "How long?" And they ask you, well, or say it's the internet company they call, which is the cable company too, and they're saying we can lower your bill, and they said we just need some information, and I said, well, you're the company, right?
You've
Yeah.
got it.
And I said, well, then you have my information. Why do you need me to tell you what the information is? Oh, we don't have access to that. And I said, well, go get access to it then. I said, you're not going to get it from me.
Well, now what gets me is when they call me up saying they are, let's say, the power company. Okay, I'm using that as an example. They'll
Yeah.
say, this is such and such. We need an update on your account. And I say, okay, what's the update consisting of? And they tell me, and I say, well, let me get all that together and I'll call the company up and say, oh, no, we'll call you back. You know, it's like that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
If you need an update, then I'll just call the power company up myself.
Oh,
You know.
I love those ones.
Yeah.
Because I can reverse it on them. I'll just leave it that way.
There is a guy on YouTube. I cannot think of the man's name.
Yeah,
But
he always acts like a grandma and he wears the
yes,
sunglasses.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is one of the best I have ever seen. He
Yeah.
will get in on their computers and crash it.
Well,
And
he won't do that.
oh, I've seen him do that on
No,
there.
you can't do that. He
Well,
can get in there and do non-destructive things.
I
Because
have seen video clips where he has stole all of their customers' names.
no,
And no, don't tell me no on that one. I've seen that on
that's
YouTube.
against the law. You
I
can't do
don't care if
that.
it's against the law or not. I have seen him do it.
He may say he's doing it, but he's
No,
not doing
it
it.
shows him doing it. He's
Yeah.
working with the FBI and so forth like that to do it.
I don't know about that.
Look, I'm telling you what I've seen on there.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it, but that don't mean that's what it is.
Well,
Because a lot of people do stuff on the internet that they don't really do.
thank you, Mike Jones. See, he has seen it too.
I don't know. I'm just saying I know what you can do and what you can't do because
Oh, I know what you can and can't do too.
yeah.
You know, but you get a company like that, who the hell they gonna call? Because they damn sure ain't gonna call the FBI on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can call Ghostbusters. That's about it. You know, it's
Yeah.
well. I'm not gonna get into that one.
Yeah. I can't remember his name now.
I can't either, but he's one of the best I've seen.
There was a guy, and he's probably out of prison by now, but he did something to scammers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in another country, and he ended up getting 10 to 15 for it.
Carol Z, we cannot
doing it.
think of the channel name. Like normally we don't answer numbers we don't know either, but when we get a wild hair, you know, we'll
yeah. Because my phone automatically tells me if it's if it's spam or
Yeah.
untrusted or anything like that. Because I got an app for all that.
Well, now a few years ago, I know the man in the area that I'm living in right now. And this man passed away. All right. I got a phone call with his name and number on my caller ID. And I thought, well, damn, this dude's dead. So I answered it. I thought maybe it's his wife, wanting something. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah. And I let him pitch his pitch and everything. And I asked him how the weather was where he's at. He said, it's nice. And I said, I didn't think hell had nice weather. He said, what do you think? I said, well, the guy's name that you're spoofing died a couple of weeks ago. He hung up on me before I could finish. I mean, they
can come up with some good ones.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Yeah. And I get, probably a good 20 a day emails telling me about products that they want me to do and stuff. And they said, well, we need your bank information and stuff. So I said, no. I said, if you want, you can send the product to my, P.O. box. Oh, we can't send it to the P.O. box. We have to send it to your house. So, well, then I'm not doing it.
Exactly. Well, now I will admit, as on guard as I am, I almost got taken one time, and it was a lady, and she was an American. She had accent and everything.
Jack Sparrow.
But she said, we need your account number. And it's the way she said it that red flags went up, I mean, big time. And then I got to asking questions. She hung up on me.
Oh, yeah.
And
I like when they get really, really pissed that you can't follow the directions.
Yeah.
I like the ones where they tell, well, you have a virus inside your computer.
Oh,
and you hit this button, hit this, and then go over here and then download this and all this stuff. And I'm acting like I'm doing all that, and but I'm making it sound really bad. Like, well, I don't know what this button is, and how do you do this? Just click the dang button, and they start cussing at you.
Oh, that guy that sounds like a grandmother, he gets them fired up. They are cussing up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try to get that website.
They already said it. It's Progy.
Okay. But now that y'all get a chance, go watch him. Y'all will laugh at it. And some of his are pretty lengthy, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, Lori's World. She does it every once in a while. She hasn't done it for a while though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll get on there and they'll tell her to go here and go there and.
Who was it?
It's funny.
They made a YouTube video of it. The police department, I want to say it was in Cary, North Carolina, where a spam caller called up the police department. And they done a video of it. And whoever the police officer was, they was having fun with this dude.
Oh, yeah. I think it was, I don't know if it's the same one. It was Dispatch, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that one then. But back to our subject.
Okay.
About heat for a month. Can you heat your house for a month without electricity?
What was that?
Next door.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Sound like a damn cat got its tail caught up underneath a rocking chair.
That was a girl.
And she screams like that.
I don't know. Ask them.
Who's screaming?
Some girl next door, it sounded like a cat caught a tail up underneath a rocking chair.
Maybe somebody goosed her or something. She screamed.
She probably liked it.
Now, I know there's people have wood stored up.
Yeah.
Now, during this bad weather, like in 77, it was like this for a month. It wasn't, a couple of days and it was 60-degree weather.
Right.
It was below zero weather for a long period of time. Now that's constant heat. That's constant wood. You double amount of wood that you normally would use in a month.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and just because you got a wood heater, don't think that wood heater is going to heat that whole house either.
Yep.
I know mine don't. It'll heat about 3 rooms, and that's it. And there is no thermostat on a wood heater either.
I've been looking. I never found one.
No. But the wood heater that I got, if it comes down to it, I can cook on it also.
Yeah.
And they the best types because shit, in the morning time, throw your pot of beans on there. But let me say this right quick. If you got a wood heater, get you an old pot and put water in it and set on top of the wood stove. It'll help with the air, believe it or not.
Yeah, put some oatmeal in there.
Yeah.
Everybody comes in door.
Yeah, throw some oatmeal or grits in there. Act like you're cooking them. Because that way somebody comes in the house, oh, hell, they've had a bad day. It's like
believe it or not, that wasn't the coldest I've ever been. The coldest I ever was is inside a tent without a sleeping bag in Shreveport, Louisiana. Of all places, that's the coldest I've ever been. And
Shreveport, ain't that on the coast?
No, but it's a coastal state, but it's not on the coast.
Because I was thinking the breeze and everything coming off the.
Oh no! It was just a. And the thing is, when we were hitchhiking we hitchhiked all the way through Texas, and by the time we got there, it was so cold. Oh, and sometimes when I get really cold, that's the first thing that pops in my head is when I was that cold. I feel that coldness again.
Now dig deeper. Also said we heat with wood, no electricity needed. 3 years at least stocked with firewood. Well, just as soon as I read that, something else popped in my mind too. If you ain't got no power, and that means you got no water. And if you're out in the county and you've got a well, can you pop the top on your well and drop something down in there to get water with?
Like a pail or something.
Yeah, if you have to, get you a 3-inch PVC pipe, maybe 3 foot long, depending on how deep your well is. Because trust me, if it's 100 foot, The time you get that 3-foot PVC pipe up full of water, you're going to be tired as all get out. I mean, you've got to have access to water. What is it? 3 days with no water, you're gone.
Well, pretty much, but depending on what you're doing and time of year and everything, believe it or not, you actually you can dehydrate more in the wintertime than you can in the summertime.
Yeah.
A lot of times that doesn't.
But unless you know what you're doing, I really kind of advise from using a kerosene heater. But yet we've got 15-foot ceilings. We got an old house. It's drafty up in here.
Oh yeah,
I can use a kerosene heater and not have to worry about it. But what's that detector they got out? Not the fire, but the other one.
Carbon dioxide.
Make damn sure y'all got one in that room if y'all got to use a kerosene heater.
Yeah, or at least a bird.
Yeah, and make damn sure you got good batteries in it. You know,
Batteries.
Well, you ain't got no power. Your fire alarm and everything else ain't gonna work.
Oh! I thought you meant in the kerosene heater. I'm like,
Well, they've got electric starts on them now. You got to have a D-size battery.
oh yeah, if you can find D size.
Yeah,
You don't have to, but it's nice that you don't have to lift it up and
put a match.
Yeah.
But if y'all are not common with what we talking about up on here, ask somebody. Don't feel embarrassed, because that right there, a damn good possibility it can save your life.
And if you got Goodwills and stuff, when they have sales on blankets, pick them up. Even if you stick them in a tub and never use them,
Yeah, go to a yard sale.
Just the fact that if you don't even cover up with them, to put everybody get in one room.
Damn, they partying like hell over there.
Cover up the windows, the doors, and light a candle, and that room will go up to 70 degrees easy.
And something else too. This is going to be mainly for the younger people. Believe it or not, pitch a tent in the room and stay in the tent. You'll be really warm.
I would suggest not. I try not to do that, because if you're using a candle or a heater inside that, it's very dangerous.
Well, after you get 2 people plus up in the tent, you ain't gonna need no candle. You ain't gonna need no heater.
Oh,
because the heat comes from a person.
I don't know about that, because that's one of the coldest times I've ever been, was in a tent. Didn't have blankets or anything, and that's the coldest I've ever been. But we didn't heat up anything in that thing.
Well, I said at the beginning of it, pitch a tent in your house.
Yeah.
I ain't saying go outside and pitch a tent. Pitch one up inside the house. And, because the heat coming off of your bodies is going to warm the inside of that tent up.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't have any heat in it, or any way, a candle or anything, I could see doing that. But
see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I said that's good for young people. People like myself, hell, getting down ain't the hard part. It's the getting back up. What might can kill you. But you got young people, chances are they're going to make some more heat in there. But, and you was talking about blankets. Go to yard sales. Go to places like that. We've got enough blankets or quilts in our house right now. There, oh God, we've got 2-3 closets slam packed full of quilts. I mean, from the floor to the ceiling, and then some. We got enough for 5 families. Seems
Yeah, they
like.
got at Goodwill. They got pet blankets. Well, it's regular blankets, but they got like a hole in it or something.
Yeah,
They're selling for $1 each. I've
shit,
already picked up like 3 of them. Each time I go in there, I go through and see what they look like, and if
man,
they're
you ought to have a truckload of quilts in as many times as you
well,
go to
it's not
Goodwill.
quilts. It's just different blankets. And as long as you can put them over, even stick them in front of the door so the air doesn't get through the bottom of the door. That's cheaper than buying insulation for the floor or whatever.
Dude, my door right now has got a crack up underneath it. A snake and a rat, not a mouse, a rat can come through up underneath my door. I take a bath towel and I double it and put it between the screen door and the front door to keep the air out.
Yeah, I got a thing as long as my door, and it's filled with sand and stuff, and then the
Yeah.
outside is wrapped up with some insulation or something. It looks like a big old turd.
I
And I
wonder if we use
stick it across the bottom of the door, and it keeps the air out.
Well, you know what? If somebody was good with a sewing machine, they could take pool noodles, and sew some cloth around it where you got one on each side of the door. That way,
Yeah,
every time you open it or shut it, you're dragging it with you.
well, depends on because soon as I open it, when it hits the carpet,
Okay, you got
it's
cloth.
flat. But whenever
Yeah,
it's closed, there's a gap.
yeah,
So you have to have something on the outside of it.
yeah. Oh, by the way, thank you, Grape Jams. Please, please hit that like and subscribe button if you ain't already done that. The host would be more than grateful for that.
Yeah, wool is the best. You can actually soak it down, and
Mhm.
it doesn't lose heat. You can dip it in the water and wrap yourself up, and it holds the heat in.
Mhm. And something else, a lot of people can't a lot of people is allergic to the wool. Don't put the wool directly on your skin. Put a blanket between you and it. You still going to stay warm. Trust me.
Yeah, and sometimes you can get the moving blankets,
Yeah.
really really cheap, and those things are awesome for putting on walls or something like that against the windows.
Well, now Lake Ferry just said something in chat too. Your vehicles, okay? Prepare your vehicles. Put blankets in there. Put you some water. Put you some snacks in there, because you never know. You round a corner or a curve or something like that, your car hits a patch of ice and slides. You liable to be there for a good while. And if it's cold, you ain't got none of this stuff. Chances are you're gonna freeze, and that has happened.
Oh
Go
yeah.
buy you some hand warmers, some foot warmers also, and put in there. They keep your feet warm or hands warm for what, 8-10 hours?
What that's just like get home bags.
Yeah,
They should be done in season, because
exactly.
you don't need wool socks and a big old coat in the summer, but wintertime, you would need that, and vice versa. You don't need shorts and suntan lotion in the winter.
Now, hold on. Do you wear long pants and shorts during the winter, bushcraft?
I wear shorts.
See, I wear long pants all the time. So it depends on what you used to. But bushcraft, I'm not taking nothing away from it. You know, yeah, put long pants in there. And if it comes down to it, some of y'all may not like it. Throw you some thermals up in there. Yeah, I ain't talking about the red one piece with a trap door, you know. But look, when you're in a car, you may be the safest damn driver on the road, but you're gonna have somebody else that they just don't give a shit and wrecks you.
Yeah, see, that makes a good. The Dollar Tree rugs get you out of getting stuck in the ice.
Every time I use something like that, a rug or a board or something like that, my wheel hits it, it shoots that board slap out the other end.
It's because you're supposed to ease out of it, not slam on the gas and whew,
Look,
there goes the board.
I'm not slamming on the gas, trust me.
And then I can just see it. There goes.
Just don't stand behind the vehicle if I put a board up underneath the tire, because chances are you're going to get knocked out. I don't see, look, it's like it. Okay.
I got shorts on now.
When it's 10 degrees or something like that, it gets me seeing a person walk in a store with damn flip-flops, socks, shorts, and a coat on.
Well, I don't do the flip-flop thing because.
Oh God, I've seen that down here. It's like you at the beach.
I never understood it. Wearing that little thing on the bottom of your foot, you might as well go barefooted. I either wear shoes or go barefooted.
I'm just telling you what I've seen. Okay. And why in the hell would somebody wear socks with flip-flops to begin with?
I don't know. That's another thing I don't understand.
I don't either.
Get some toe socks.
That sounds like toe socks my ass. That sounds like somebody from California. I hate to say it. Especially
flip-flops and a hoodie.
Yeah, flip-flops, a footy, or a pair of knee-high socks. That just don't make no. I laugh every damn time.
I never did the big old tube socks when they used, and that's the style now is pulling them socks way up to your knees.
Wintertime, I wear them to keep my legs.
That irritate the hell out of me. I wear socks that go at the bottom of my foot. That's it.
I can't wear those. I've tried. I mean, I've got some in there now, but it seems like every time I put some on and I put my tenny boppers on, it seems like my damn shoes is eating my socks up. I'm constantly reaching down there, pulling them up. And before it's over with, my damn toes is air conditioning. Because I done stretched the hole where my toes supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I never could. Even in the 70s and early 80s, when it was the style to have them big old socks on, no. If I had socks like that, I'd shove them all the way down to the shoe.
Well, Lake Ferry.
Have a big old.
Lake Ferry has something. She showed it on Saturday night. I thought, no, not Saturday night. It was another night she showed it. It was a hat. The sides come down over your ears. I can't think.
It was Saturday.
It was Saturday?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the blue hat she was wearing.
Oh.
The loom hat. I ain't talking about that.
The other one.
Yeah.
It went over her ears, you mean?
Yeah. It looked like it was a coonskin hat with the man. I'd love to have one of them. But shit, the ones I've seen
those are the ones right there. I couldn't get it. No, way too much sock. And then all of a sudden it was the short sock that came in that was popular. It always looked like somebody had they weren't wearing socks in their shoes. And then that came into style when you don't wear socks with them dress shoes. And I'm like,
well, now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. This is what B. Charman said, and I'm going to put my 2 cents worth in after I read it. When I went to school, dresses or skirts was the attire. Wore a lot of knee highs and tights to stay warm.
That's fine for women.
That I can understand.
Yeah.
But what I cannot understand is nowadays, and I'm going past the school age, okay? I'm going adult women. Handy Sam, hell, can y'all wear a damn dress during 10-degree weather and not be freezing?
If you made to wear them, you got to wear them.
They have leggings.
Dude, well, you really need to move to North Carolina. Your attitude would change big time. So would your vocabulary. See, you already starting to use some of the words that I use.
Leggings?
No, I'm talking about a little bit of everything, like fiddle, a banjano.
I don't say fiddle.
I know, but you've come close to saying it. And y'all say piano. I say panani. Y'all hang with me for a couple of days. I'll teach you something. I promise. Grape Jam calls them a flip hat. But I mean, come on, they are well lined. Okay. Your head is got wool on it. Your ears has got wool on it. All you need is a face mask so you can knock yourself out with your own breath. You know, your head's good and warm. Schools don't allow girls to wear slacks. Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You cannot wear pants.
That, to me, I mean, look, not trying to go the wrong way on this, but that right there is asking for trouble.
They wear dresses down to the knees, some of them.
I got my toboggan on.
Toboggan?
Toboggan.
I don't see no slid on your head.
Nope, it's a toboggan.
I hate to say it, but I do. I have called them toboggans myself.
And yes, it's corn. Yeah, I remember when there used to be.
Look at what Pappy Two Bears posted. Well, now they sell them down here too, but I can't see myself paying $30 plus for one of those hats.
What, these?
No.
Oh,
the flip hats.
Oh yeah,
I can't.
They got them over here, and they're pretty cheap.
Well, I quit. I quit wearing ball caps when they went up to $10. And there was a time in my life I slept with one on.
I think this is $4.95 at Roll King.
Well, see, y'all have a Rural King up there where you at. Where I'm at, the only thing we have is
Okay, in Walmart.
is a Walmart.
Well,
That's it. And
I
they
think you can get them for $5 at Walmart too. Well, I don't know now. They're probably 10 now.
I've not seen them.
Well, there you go.
Yes, right.
$8 at every flea market.
Hell, we don't even have those no more.
Well, she said it's in North Carolina. That's the state you're in.
In North Carolina, but I'm in a part that don't have them. I mean, the town I live in don't even have a stoplight. It's got, the only thing it's got is a 4-way stop sign. That's it. The street whores down here, they hang a flashlight over their heads. They're called ever-readies.
What's your mouth? What's your say?
All right. But y'all get the point.
Oh, some of those ball caps are expensive.
Man, you telling me
$300-400 for I'm like
$300-400 for a ball cap?
Oh yeah. Some of those what do they call them, flat bills or whatever.
I don't care what they call it.
There's some that's in the thousands, the Hollywood people wear and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about.
You let me get in a store and pick up a ball cap and see the price on it, they're gonna throw me out. Nut House is in here. And seeing as how he lives in California, ask him some crazy shit. Don't they wear sandals with socks on down there?
In California, I wouldn't think they do. It's hard to say what they do. They probably wear pantyhose with their flip-flops.
Now, we've got a Ross. And you're Ross in I want to say in the next city.
See, he said no. That's a North Carolina thing, evidently.
Somewhere.
Well, they were hybrid from California.
Go naked all day long.
The hell, if that's the case.
I remember a long time ago when them flip-flops used to be called thongs.
Damn, you older than I am, because I don't remember.
They did.
So, well, hell, you're both older than I am.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah, I'll tell people we used to call those thongs. No, those are them things the girls wear up there. Their behinds.
Everything's changed since I was little.
It's a thong. It is a floss for your behind. When somebody takes them off, do not stand behind them because you're liable to get hit with something. Let's get back on track. This here thongs and ever-readies and stuff like that just don't go for what we doing tonight. Ginger Ninja said, I thought only British and Australia people called flip-flops thongs.
I don't know what they call them. And this was oof. Early 70s.
When I used to go to the beach, I used to be barefooted. Loved it. The sand going through my toes. A couple of years ago, went to the coast. My son and his wife invited us down there for a day. I said, all right. We went down there and we was going to the beach down there. And I took my shoes off and my socks and everything. I took 3 steps, put my socks and shoes back on. That damn sand was burning my feet. I could not deal with that shit no more.
You ought to feel some the Texas sand on
Is it
your bare feet.
that bad?
Yeah. Well, in Arizona, if you go out to the lake up there, and they have sandy areas, and it's so hot that you'll get 3rd degree burns on your feet.
Really?
Oh yeah, 100-degree
Yeah.
plus sand.
Well, now the funny thing about it is, when I was coming up before we had before I got driver's license, I walked everywhere during the summertime, and I walked barefooted.
So
I'd walk in the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, believe it or not, I'd walk on the railroad tracks.
I have blisters all over my feet.
Yeah, well, I did too, but you didn't think about it like that, and it seemed like the heat didn't bother your feet as bad as they do once you get older.
You know, I never did see, and I haven't been surfing forever. I learned how to surf outside of Newport Beach in California. And there was watches all the time for sharks. I never seen one all the time that I was out there. I never seen one shark.
Dude,
Everybody still went out and surfed and everything.
yeah.
It was a watch, you know. It was a high chance that there was going to be sharks, and I never seen one shark.
Well, now, normally when we go to the coast here in North Carolina, we go to Emerald Isle. And there's a pier out there you can fish off of. Me and the wife, we was walking out there one day, and I got looking at the people, you know, swimming. And something hit me. There, oh God, I reckon there's probably about 10, maybe 15 shadows in the water, swimming around the people that were in the water. I got looking at it real good and everything. Dude, it wasn't nothing but sharks. And after I saw that, my ass is not getting in the ocean over ankle deep. I mean, all them people out there, and there's sharks swimming around the people. I could see them from the pier, but evidently they couldn't see them.
Mm-hmm.
And
I seen sharks on the east more than I have on the west,
oh yeah,
and it's
Now-
supposed to be the opposite.
now the sharks that we caught at Emerald Isle at that time, you could keep. I don't know if you still can or not. But that night we had shark meat. That's the first time I ever tasted shark meat, to my knowledge. I prefer to have that. I had fish.
What is a fish?
Well, I know it's a fish, but it's a different taste with the meat and everything.
Yeah,
It tastes better.
it's like a leaner.
Yeah. And there is a way
leaner,
to,
I guess you would call it. I don't know.
well, and I also found out, not the hard way, mind you, but I also found out if you ever catch a fish from the ocean, do not stick your fingers in his mouth and try to pull the hook out.
Why would you do that?
Well, here, you know, inland pond fishing and so forth, you can stick your finger in its mouth and pull the hook out.
You got them fish that don't have teeth down there.
Exactly.
You got them little fish. Okay.
But them ocean fish, man, they got some teeth in them that look like needs to be in horror movies.
Yeah, up north, there's fish up here that will gnaw your finger off. You stick your finger in their mouth.
Mm.
Well, no, you got guard down there, don't you? Alligator guard.
Yeah,
Well,
we got them down here.
Yeah, those got teeth.
And there is a type of catfish. I'm wanting to say it's some type of head in the name of it.
Yeah,
But
big catfish out, and they're not really. Well, it's teeth, but it's almost worse than teeth because it's like razor blades.
yeah, you know. But I wish I could think of the name of the catfish. But the game wardens have told people if they ever catch any, do not throw it back in the water. Because what they're doing is they're eating up, bullhead catfish. That's it. Because they're eating up all the other fish. You know, and shit, we've caught what? 10, 11, 12 pound bass up here. Yeah, I mean, some pretty good record breakers, you know. And I think for this state, you got to register it. But if you catch the biggest bass in the state for that year or that season, it's a $5,000 reward. You know,
yeah, some states have that. And I think I don't know, Bigfoot's still in here. Ohio used to. I don't know if they still do. Biggest catfish in Ohio. You get
my
paper. You get your picture taken, and I think you do get prize money or something like that.
The girl who does noodling with her father, what's her name?
Hannah Barry.
Have you seen Ginger Billy go fishing with them?
No.
You really, truly need to pull that video up and watch it. I pulled it up last week, and it's a new video. Me and the wife sat here, and we laughed the whole damn time. And one of them catfish smacks Ginger Billy right into privates, and he doubled.
You sure it's new?
Oh, I'm positive.
I don't know because
I am.
They're unless because they're up in Canada.
Ginger Billy went there just to noodle with them.
Oh, it might be in something older and they replayed it because they just went to Idaho. They're in Idaho. They were up on a mountain.
Well, you pull up Ginger Billy
elk hunting.
Well, you type in Ginger Billy and Hannah Barrett. You know,
or it could have been on his channel.
It may have been. It may have been on his channel.
Because on theirs, they're like I said, they're up there. They just they made rabbit and gravy while they're up there in Idaho.
Well,
they're whispering and saying we have to be real quiet because they're up on top of the mountain.
I just know that Ginger Billy was noodling with Hannah Barrett and her father.
Yeah,
I know that. That's what me and the wife saw. Mm-hmm. Now, whose channel it's on, I do not know. I'm going to say Ginger Billy because me and the wife done sit here and watch.
Yeah, that's why I figured it'd probably be on his channel.
But he got his arm scratched up. He got his thumb and his little finger gnawed up pretty good. And then
you see Hannah's feet when she goes. They make these boxes just for that, and she'll put her foot in the catfish's mouth.
Yeah,
And then once it bites down, then she goes down there and sticks the arm through their gill.
It pulls them up.
Yeah, but when it bites down on she'll have marks all across her foot from just sticking the foot in there.
If nobody knows what noodling is, go to Hannah Barrett's channel and watch it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I tend to watch the father more than the daughter.
Yeah. Now, what with my luck, if I go noodling and I get on the shore where some of those caverns are, I'm going to find a snapping turtle. I ain't finding no fish.
Well, yeah, you don't do it in the bank. They do it in the middle.
Now, I have seen some other shows that will do it on the bank. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, hell no.
That there is the father's. I'll get the
Jeff
mother,
Barrett,
or
yeah.
not the mother's, the daughter. And he's actually building his daughter a house, which is really nice. It's got a suspended stairway and everything.
Go ahead and talk. I got to step downstairs for a minute.
There it is. Yeah, the last video that she did was about, it was an ad for a shooting thing that it teaches you how to shoot better. Now her shorts are, and I'm meaning the shorts of the show, are all in Idaho. As far as I know, they're still in Idaho. And that here is her channel right there. And that's what they're famous for is noodling, but they do a lot of outdoor stuff. And like I said, they went to Canada and were hunting for something in Canada. I forget what it was. Well, before they went to Canada, they went alligator hunting, and then they went to Canada, and then they're, as far as I know, they're still in Idaho. But that's what they do for a living, is the noodling thing. They take people out, they build these boxes, and then they sink them, and they know where they're at. They got GPS that knows where each of the boxes are, and then they'll go in there and they'll stick their foot in that box and see if a catfish bites it. Because evidently catfish love them boxes. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I didn't get to do any fishing this year. I headed that way, but things come up. That's one thing I never caught. I never caught a marlin. I've been on a boat that caught marlin. I was the bait boy. I guess that's what they call them. And that was in Dustin, Florida, where I worked on a boat. Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay, I'll be back.
Beet greens, beet greens are really good. Most of the time, I actually like the greens better than the actual beets. I still like the beets though.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty fast to grow too, the greens, because you don't have to have a big beet down there to have the greens.
Bushcraft, with it being 10 minutes to 9 and the vineyard chicks comes on at 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
we need to go ahead and wrap up because that way I go in there and fix me a little I made her sandwich with mayonnaise, salt, and pepper, of course, and refill my tea and coffee so I can watch vineyard chicks and, do what I got to do.
Do what you got to do.
In other words, I'm trying to say it nicely. Go to the bathroom.
Okay, tonight on the list of songs that they're going to be playing, we got The Beat
Mm-hmm.
by the Go-Go's, which
Yeah.
I know them well. Uptown Girl, Billy Joe.
Yeah.
I met him once. I care less to meet him again because he was a jerk. Silver Wings, Merle Haggard. That's a good song.
Yeah, it is.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
I didn't meet her, but I don't know if it's her dad, the dude that wore the rubber bands on his face, the wrestler.
Yeah, that was her step. No, that was her dad.
I don't know what he was, but I met him. He was a really nice guy though.
Yeah, he was.
Time in a Bottle by Jim Crow.
Jim Croce.
Fast Car by Luke Combs.
Okay.
Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. Dean Martin sung that one?
No, Dean Martin didn't sing that one.
Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
I can't think of who sung it, but I do know it wasn't Dean Martin who
It
come
was
out.
It was a man and a woman, wasn't it?
No, it was a man come out with it first.
Your Song, Elton John. Weapon by Eva Max.
I don't know that.
Grandpa by the Judds.
Yeah, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
The Lost Internet Song.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it must be really lost because it doesn't say who sung it either.
Neil Diamond sung Raindrops.
Really? Was it him?
Yeah.
Oh, A Thousand Years by Christina Perry. Don't know that one either.
I don't know that. And Eddie Rabbit sung it. Yeah. Eddie Rabbit's the one I'm used to hearing sing it. No, wait a minute.
That's Windshield Wipers.
Yeah. That wasn't Raindrops.
No. That one.
Man, oh man, you know.
You know the thing?
Yeah.
Oh man. I had this spam caller.
Oh no.
And Hank Hill was going at it.
Really?
I was playing Hank Hill for he'd ask a question and I'd play Hank Hill because I can bring up the soundboard from everything Hank Hill's ever said. And I'd hurry up and pick a reply back, and it was I should have recorded it.
Next time you do that, record it.
Well, anytime I go to record something like that, they're horrible and they just hang up or something.
Yeah, but I about bet you would have some damn views on that.
Yeah, but probably not the ones I'd want to get from YouTube.
Well,
But anyways, I'm gonna drop the link again. Make sure everybody goes and checks out the Vineyard Chicks. They do prize giveaways. You can do requests, all kinds of stuff over there, and you get to listen to good music.
I'm gonna request a song for Bunky to sing. I hope next week, but it may take her a little bit longer to learn the song. But
I don't know, they're pretty quick.
I believe she could tear that song up.
Well, I've gave them some songs that are really hard to sing, and it's probably some of their best songs that they do.
Really?
Yeah. Because that one from Skillet, it's multiple people singing back and forth, and it's a really hard song, and you can tell it's a hard song too because at the end of the song they're going. But far as I know, we'll be over at Jeff's on Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm not sure because I've got some other people in line for interviews, so I am probably going to start the interview thing back up, and we'll probably have that Fridays. Or
I'm jealous.
If that works out.
I'm jealous of one of the interviews.
The True Grit one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her last message said that they'd love to come up. It's
Well,
just
you can rub it in.
we would love to do the interview, but really depends on the time and everything because they're extremely busy right now.
I can understand that. I mean, it's like canning season is about over with, and they do a lot of canning also, but they also work on the farm. And if anybody works,
they're up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then they don't come in till the sun goes down.
Yeah. And if anybody who has ever worked on a farm knows it ain't no easy job. It's from sun up to sundown, and sometimes past that.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you, mods, for keeping the riffraff out and all that fun stuff and dropping links. We will catch you on the next one.
Bushcraft out.